What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, another dose of Sauce. So today we're gonna catch up with Niles and Matilda, and I believe we still have one more part of Renee and Chitty, so we'll go ahead and knock that out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll go ahead and leave all the links to part 1 and part 2 down below. Otherwise, yeah, let's get to it.
Today I'm taking Matilda to the memorial of the first president of Ghana to propose.
Oh my God.
I am excited to give Matilda the engagement ring. However, before I do that, I do have to make it clear that the wedding will not be on this trip. Whether she can handle it or not, it has to happen now. Let's get it over with.
Now, our buddy Niles here has openly admitted that he has some form of autism,
I always knew that I was different. That's when we found out that I had autism spectrum disorder.
and he's been dating this woman from Ghana, Matilda, for give or take 2 years now.
Praise the Lord.
It does make you feel a type of way.
And this kind of like their first time meeting face to face, and mind you, Matilda has been pushing for a wedding for who knows how long now.
I want us to have our wedding at the end of your trip.
And Niles, who's fully aware that he's not ready for a wedding and financially can't support it, he's been agreeing. Just out of fear of losing out on love, right?
I'm worried that if I tell Matilda, she'll just end things right here, right now.
Like he's been like, I really don't want to. Hell yeah, chop it up. Let's get it. Celebration time, come on. Hey, which is terrible, right? Because Matilda has now informed her family, friends, pastor, community, basically the whole village at this point.
My friends, my neighbor, my mom's friend, my church members.
And now that he's here and everybody's ready to celebrate but him, yeah, you can see the conundrum.
So, those 20 maxims I sent you, did you ever read them?
Now,
Well, go ahead. Go ahead and read them. I sent Matilda my 20 maxims because I want her to see the rules that I myself live by.
What?
I really hope that she takes some of these lessons to heart. She's gonna need them when I break the wedding news to her.
Yeah, so I don't know what these 20 maxims are all about. I'm assuming he's trying to pat up the pillow a little bit before laying Matilda down softly, per se. And you would think, Niles, maybe one of your maxims should be never lie to your partner, especially about having a full-ass wedding.
Okay, so maxim number 1, never do something in anger. Next, slow is right. Right is fast. The time in which it shall happen is always on time.
What?
Do you understand that?
now,
Now,
Do you understand that?
now.
that's funny. So he goes on a full tangent from 1 to 20 about these rules and code of moral ethics or whatnot, which, look, Niles, good for you, right? But outside of that, nobody else is going to give a flippity flip. Case in point, Matilda.
And as for number 9, failure is not an option. Number 15. Number 19. Now, number 20 is pick your battle, so to speak.
And it's kind of manipulative, whether he knows it or not, because he's using it as a way to soften the blow of what he's about to say. Look, Matilda, we can't get married right now. It's too fast. And remember, slow is right. Right is fast. And the time it will happen will always be on time. Oh, and before you get mad at me, remember, maxim number 1, never do anything out of anger. Yeah. Oh, maxim number 21, I'm always right. Like, you see what I mean? It's crazy.
You know why I wrote this whole entire list?
Now,
And with that being said, Matilda, I want you to know something.
What are you doing? What is this man doing? What is exactly what I said? Like, what are you doing? Instead of this being a moment to confess up and start the process of digging himself out of the grave, this man said, let me grab this shovel and start digging myself into the grave. Like, what are you doing? And you can tell he knows he fumbled bad.
he surprised me.
Okay.
And I didn't know that he will propose to me now. I didn't know.
Damn, man.
Oh yeah, this is not good, buddy. This is not good. Not only did he not confess about the wedding, he practically guaranteed it at this point. Mind you, second proposal. He did one on the phone and one now.
I proposed to Matilda over the phone.
Like if I'm Matilda, I'm thinking, hey, it's going down. Celebration time, come on. Hey.
It's been a party.
Unbeknownst to her that this is more of a promise ring than it is an engagement ring. And he knows he has to let her know today because tomorrow they're going to go see her parents. And if you don't let her know by then, oof, there is no coming back from that.
Are you okay?
Hell no!
I'm okay. I'm okay. But I'll need to talk to you about the actual wedding.
Okay.
I can't exactly do that.
You are disgracing me right now. I need to go home, please. I need to go home.
So Niles finally broke the news, mind you, the same day as the proposal. But thank God he did. Felt like we were edging on this question for like 10 episodes, and the release was never gonna come.
Gross. You nasty.
That being said, everything's in shambles. Matilda now very upset, rightfully so.
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world.
So she's tearing up in the van, she's ready to go home. My man comes out, he's in full PR mode, like we gotta save this relationship. I don't know if he doesn't know how to deal with these kind of situations, but he starts gaslighting it up.
At the risk of everything going horribly wrong here, I have one very major question to ask you, okay? Did you ever hear me say I agreed to get married on this trip? Stop.
Let's not get crazy. No, stop it. We're not letting this man get away with this. Stop.
Are you joking with me or what?
Matilda,
Or is this a prank or what?
Matilda, I told you that I couldn't get married on this trip.
When did you tell me that?
I told you that over the phone.
When?
So many times.
You didn't tell me that. Stop lying. So right now, who is lying right now? Me and you, who is lying right now?
Nobody's lying.
I mean, you tried to tell her Niles, but you didn't exactly tell her. Trust me, I wasn't there, but I saw the whole thing.
I want us to have our wedding at the end of your trip.
Okay.
And I love you more than you
No,
love.
I love
that's
you
a
more
lie.
than...
I'm the one who loves you more than you love.
Wait, I love you more.
But I get it, he's flustered, right? Cameras in his face, you know, millions are gonna see this. Fiancé looking more so like ex-fiancé. Everything's in shambles, the world crumbling down, panic mode.
It's stressing me out.
I get it, but let this be a lesson to not hide information, lie about a wedding, and then stick to that lie once you're being called out for the lie.
Did you say that to me? I
thought I did.
You told me that we will get married on this trip.
I said we will plan that on
You
this
didn't
trip.
say that, please. You didn't say that. Stop. How can you say that to me?
This is one of those conversations that it's just better to have it in person.
Does she know that?
That might be something that I have to tell her once we sit down and we can look each other in the eyes.
Oh, God.
Like you wouldn't give up on this. I already told you it wasn't going to... I made myself clear. It was so bad. The producers had to intervene and was like, Niles, we recorded everything. And that's not what you said, buddy. Maybe to yourself, but not to her and not to us. Like, you want to go back and watch some of that?
Niles, there were plenty of times when she was planning a wedding and you were talking to her that you didn't stop. It just doesn't go with what you told me before, Niles.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Niles.
And right after this, he pulls out the Spectrum card, right?
This is an example of how I struggle with these kind of social skills.
Which I don't know if it applies in this situation. I'm sure it has something to do with this situation, but I don't know if it applies to the whole situation. I feel like it's too convenient of a scapegoat to get out of this messy doo-doo right here instead of just accepting his faulty judgment. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think you have just seen a first-hand example of masking. You know that? Where I might have said, you know, hold off on it. Don't do anything until I got here. I'm sorry, and I need to be a little bit more direct from now on.
I'm starting to understand sometimes it's difficult for him to communicate because of his autism.
So she accepts this and his apology, which is great.
Great!
Having a wife who understands your condition and willing to give you grace, that's awesome. Can't hate on that. I am curious though how much of an influence her wanting a better life for herself and her family has in speed running this forgiveness per se.
I want to move from Offense to US to start my future life there.
That said, now Niles has to go to her family, her whole family, and explain the situation. Essentially explain why they couldn't get married right now. But first, gotta look fresh. Gotta dress for success.
Sir, what brought you to Kumasi? I plan to marry someone from here, and I just wanted to meet her family. I'm just wondering how I'm going to explain to them that even though I promised to marry her, it won't happen on this trip.
You are not truthful. It's a very disgrace to the family. And if even the family can curse you.
What now?
They will curse you.
Good gravy.
Now, I don't know if people in Ghana really do this or how they do this, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, in episode 1, Matilda said a lot of people in her village thought autism was a curse.
A lot of people in Ghana doesn't understand autism, and some people believe it's a curse.
So I would assume they're boinking curses out there. Boink, boink, boink. Which got me thinking, if they viewed Niles having autism as a curse, would they double curse him? That just sounds messed up. That said, in my opinion, the real imminent curse is this barber right here. Standing here, drawing in these little sideburnies, no fade, making my man look like a Lego headpiece. Bop.
Crazy work. Crazy work.
Not only that, but he was scraping the hell out of my man's chin.
What now?
Be careful.
Crazy work. Crazy work.
No shaving cream, warm water, hot towel, lube, none of that. Just raw dog. Brr, brr, brr. Hey, that's a curse in itself. And he was laughing about it too.
It's good to meet everybody.
You are here with a purpose. You would like to know what your mission to our premises.
Matilda and I have been dating for a good long while now. You know, I'm thinking about marrying her.
So initially, everything was going pretty smooth. He's like, yes, I'm here to marry Matilda. Everybody's like, yay, hooray. Now, mind you, Matilda's father had passed away, so her two uncles are doing more of the talking for the family, correct? Well, one of the uncles was like, remember that one time on FaceTime, most recent FaceTime, where you told me you'd be here in Ghana to do the knocking and wedding ceremony? I'm so glad you're finally here to make it happen. And I'm like, oh, Dad. So not only did you promise Matilda about the wedding, but this man was practically passing out wedding invitations to her immediate family himself. Bruh.
Definitely. So, I was thinking about doing the knocking on this trip.
And very soon we'll come back and
Very soon, as in like my very next trip back to Ghana. I plan to do the wedding ceremony, like finish the whole entire ceremony. No.
So, nobody was pleased to hear this. In fact, some of the members, including her mother, was like, no, no, no. So Niles is just sitting here, awkwardly trying to navigate the situation, and Matilda is constantly whispering in his ear about what he should or should not say. But after a little bit of back and forth, the family was like, all right, look, we'll let you do the knocking now. You can come back for the wedding, but don't take forever. You know, come back soon. And he's like, yes, of course. And they're like, awesome, yay, hooray, kumbaya, welcome home. Grab something to eat, check out the house. Matilda, show him around the house. And this man went room by room, casting judgment. It was wild. This ain't America. Hey, I'm kind of tripping out. Hey, hot water's luxury now. Hey, that's a goat and a cow. Hey, I'm ready to get out now. Hey, let's go ahead and dip out now. It was pretty much that without the musical.
This is where we normally cook our food.
Ah, okay. It smells good nonetheless.
It's about my mom's business. This is the ripe plantain. Ready for tomorrow. We will go to market and sell.
This house, this is not a house. Boy, okay. This is not how human beings are supposed to live. If these walls were gray, this would be indistinguishable from a prison cell.
Now, in all fairness, this might really be his autism in play. So I'm not gonna go too crazy. That being said, we now have some new issues, right? For one, because they're no longer doing the wedding ceremony, Matilda wants a bigger knocking ceremony. So no longer 20 or 30 people, we're talking about 100. And that's gonna cost money. Money that Niles doesn't have.
So, and how many people would that be? How many people am I looking at here?
Maybe like 90 people.
90.
You have to give me money to give it to Charlotte. So I will need maybe $300 to give Charlotte.
Good grief.
Now you're probably wondering, like Niles and myself, like where and who are these 90 people?
My friends, my classmates, my sister's friends, you know that. Maybe you will tell your friends to come, right?
That's right.
Me too, I would tell my friends to come.
Well, there you go. There you have it. 90 people. I don't even know why this man's talking. Like, he's not even a brother, sibling. He's not even blood related. He's just a friend. And he's going to invite his friends. So, there you have it. 90 people. Bam.
Good grief.
Now, the second problem is we find out that Niles' parents are essential to this knocking ceremony. And he knows for a fact they're not showing up. Like, not even through FaceTime.
It's very important that Niles' family will be attending this knocking, because if Niles wouldn't get anybody to stand or represent as father, it's going to be a problem for that.
I'm pretty confident that my parents are not going to participate in this knocking ceremony.
So that's where the episode left off. I'm very curious to see how that all goes down. But now let's move on to Renee and Chitty Chitty, I don't want to bang bang you. Hey, so remember in the last episode, huge argument, I thought it was over.
5.5 years after telling you that I was with men that turned to heroin, crack, cocaine, and drugs, and now you want to scratch your teeth at me.
Turns out, the day she leaves, right before she heads to the airport, he hits her up and he's like, hey, let's talk one last time for closure. Honestly, don't even know why he did that.
I'm flying out tonight. I moved it sooner. I never felt before like he was using me. It's only this visit that I realized it must be a visa thing.
What?
Because he wasn't showing me anything else. I haven't seen Chitty since yesterday at the beach, but I texted him to tell him that I'm leaving. And all of a sudden, he wanted to come see me, so he's on his way to the hotel right now.
So as you can see, Renee, the Lulu as ever. But nevertheless, Chitty arrives, this time with Queen Victoria. You already know Queen Victoria, the goddess herself.
Renee is an aggressive person, so that's why I came with Chitty to look out for him.
So I'm thinking, he has reinforcements. He also comes bearing gifts, minus the little text screen with him texting her babe, that was a little weird. Minus that, I'm thinking, this might be okay.
So what's up? What you came to say now?
Man, before we proceed, I got some stuff for you.
It's weird to me that we just broke up and now he's here with gifts. It's just him wanting to put on a image that he's not the bad guy. It's very manipulative.
Imagine getting some gifts and you're just like, it's weird we just broke up and you done come around here to give me some gifts. Actually, it's disgusting. Yep, you are a narcissist. like what? And she doesn't even say thank you. She's like, well, let's talk about how you haven't been chitty bang banging me here in this hotel. Chitty.
Yeah, 5.5 years. What a trip, huh? Fly all the way overseas. You don't even want to spend quality time at all. And what do you think's gonna happen now? Why are you doing this?
Things had gotten so bad and so messy that...
Why do you make it so messy? What is so bad about me that you have to put me down the way you do and come up with sour-ass excuses as to why you couldn't even give me the freaking time of day?
Yeah, I don't know, Renee. Maybe the fact that you just made up a whole situation with his sister.
I don't like you because you do this and this and this.
Hey, yo, what the?
That don't even exist. It did exist. She just plopped it out of thin air like blop.
You're an evil person.
It seems Renee is not capable of having a mature conversation.
Yeah, I don't know, Chitty. I found that out like 10 episodes ago. Like, you've been with this woman for 5 years. Like, come on, Chitty. You're blind, not slow. It's trash day. Let's take out the trash.
Let me tell you now, the only time...
Go ahead.
The only time I have ever enjoyed this relationship...
You are the biggest scammer I've ever come across and one of the worst. You want to play me off for a freaking fool, invite me all the way over here? You're going to be nothing now but a bitch to me.
Yeah. No.
Jeez Louise. Hey, Chitty, see, you should have just left it. never look back. Like, good riddance.
I don't give a what you say. You don't even deserve this respect as a man. You learn to shut your mouth. You're gonna be nothing now but a bitch to me.
That's tough. That's tough. Renee. Oh, therapy? For sure. Therapy needed. It wouldn't have mattered what Chitty said or did in this moment. It's all twisted. Nevertheless, that was the end. She got up, walked to the elevator, went to her room, and I assume eventually got on a plane and left. And Chitty walks out with his sister. Happily ever after. All over what, Renee? All over what? Some pipe? Some banana? Seriously? You know who's not gonna be happy? her son.
I agree. I hope she stays.
Nevertheless, that's all I got. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Happy Sunday to all you guys. All glory to God. And I'll see you guys in the next one. But hey, what do you want to know? Yeah. I'm just sipping.
Everyone in my life knew how much I loved him. And how much I wanted to do everything. And how much I put off for him. He should have never led me on. He should have never told me. He should have never told me that he loved me.
You one crazy ass bitch!